What's good? It's your homegirl, Carolyn Rodriguez, here posted up with my boy, Chicago Street TV. Shout out to 312 from the 713.
Gotta break them boys off. You know I gotta wreck the scene. You know I gotta wreck the scene. You know I got to come down and come through. Yeah, yeah. Gotta set myself free.
So this is our second interview. I know the first time I had asked you what were your thoughts of Chicago, but this time around you're actually here a lot longer and you explore more of the city. So what is your thoughts of the city now?
Oh man, wow. Like, I just didn't realize there was so much to Chicago until this time around. This is actually my first time performing in Chicago. The last time I just came, did a meet and greet and got in the studio, but this time I actually got to be out there with the people. We were in Chicago Heights. We even went up to Waukegan. We were in Round Lake. We were in Cicero for the hop. I mean, it's just like the amount of love that the people show over here is like, wow, it's amazing. I really didn't realize that Chicago just had so many people. It's insane.
People in the music industry have used AI on artists who have passed away, like let's say Chalino or like Tupac, DMX, Big Pun. What are your thoughts of the music industry doing this?
I don't think it's gonna last. I mean, whatever they're doing with that, because like when you take someone's voice and you put it to any kind of melody or beat, even if it's AI generated, like music is a feeling. It's not something that you hear necessarily. It's a feeling, and without any feeling in that song or whatever they're trying to do is not gonna do anything. It's not gonna last because timeless music isn't created without a feeling. So AI has literally no feeling. It's computer generated. It's not real, and that's not music.
So the day your time comes, what do you want people in the industry to use your voice to continue your music?
No, just play my shit. Play my original old shit that has my soul and my heart in it, and that you can feel, because you're not gonna be able to feel anything after that. Just like me, I'm be dead, be gone, I won't be able to feel shit. So if you want to feel me, listen to my stuff that has a feeling in it, that really came from me.
So over the years, the Latin hip hop and rap game has changed. What are your thoughts of its current state right now?
I think that its current state is it's evolved a lot since the last time you asked me about this. It definitely has evolved a lot. We're seeing a lot of talent come out from everywhere. A lot more Latin rappers out there now than there were 6 years ago. So, and even 16 years ago. It's not just quadrupled, it's exponentially increased, like tenfold. And we're seeing lots of Latin rappers out there with like huge followings, lots of streams. Like, I feel like we're really evolving, and hopefully soon we're gonna be the mainstream one day. I really feel like we're headed already towards the mainstream.
So one of the ones that like blew up a lot, also in a negative way, is 6ix9ine. What are your thoughts of 6ix9ine?
I mean, I don't care for his music 'cause I don't like all that screaming and shit. I just don't like to be yelled at in a song. So, but as far as like, I mean, that's his thing, you know. He's got his following. He was born to be a star, for whatever reason, you know. That's how God made him. So, like, I have no. I mean, yes, he's a snitch. So that's what it is. You know, it is what it is. He's a snitch. But I mean, as far as like his music and stuff, I don't really care for it. But he's definitely, obviously, he's talented, and obviously he's made it this far for a reason. So I don't knock his hustle. But yeah, we don't deal with snitches around here.
So some artists that you have worked with have been Chino Grande, King Little G, Mr. Criminal, and many others. You want to describe what it's like and the experience, what it is to working with them?
It was great working with all of them on every level, because it was always organic, and it was more like, hey, I could hear you on this song, or I'd like for you to come get on this song, and then we got into the studio vibe together. That was the difference between me and a lot of other artists, is with all three of those artists, we actually were in the studio together vibing with the song and creating something. So it was really dope.
Being a female, do you want to talk about what are some struggles and difficulties and challenges there is in the male-dominated industry?
Well, there's a lot more female rappers out now, but it's still a male-dominated industry. So you're still always going to have the same challenges that it always has been. As like, you know, they don't see you for you or your talent. They're really just trying to get in your pants or use you for something else, like sexually. So it's hard because you know that sex sells. So, you know, you want to look nice, you want to look sexy, you want to look presentable, but then at the same time, it's like, then I don't want to be over sexualized because this is all these guys want, but it's a male dominated industry, so we got to give the public what they want kind of thing. So it's always going to be that constant battle, and it's like really up to that individual person, like how that woman, like how far are you willing to go, you know what I mean, to go further in the industry, how far are you willing to go with your sexuality type of thing, you know what I mean? They're gonna go through a lot of, like I said, people are gonna look at you before they listen to you, type of thing. So you're gonna be seen before you're heard, type of thing. And it's still that old machismo thing about women being seen and not heard. So, yeah, you're gonna keep dealing with that. And all I can say is you just gotta look past the bullshit and keep going with your heart and move with your gut because it's not gonna be wrong.
So sticking to the topic of female rapping, people always talk about the king of Chicano rap or the top five or the top three Latino rappers. In your opinion, who do you think is like the queen of Chicano rap or like the top five or top three best?
As far as the females,
Yeah.
I would definitely say Miss Crazy is the queen of Chicana rap. Like, let's keep it 100, you know? That's my homegirl, too. I've done some songs with her. She's extremely talented. She's the queen. I mean, numbers don't lie. She actually had a recent song went viral on TikTok and got billions of views, you know? I honestly feel like she should have been a little more, like she should have got a little more credit for that. I felt like that was, you know, understated. Miss Crazy really is pretty much the queen of Chicana rap. I got to give it to her. She does it in English and Spanish.
That's a dope chain. I was gonna ask you, what made you want to get that design and like this?
Oh
The way
man,
it
I
is?
have been wanting a medicine girl piece and chain forever. So when I finally got this one, I had to rock the Cuban. You know, I was rocking the Cubans before everybody started rocking the Cubans. So I was like, I have to get this piece, this medicine girl piece, and my boy Mello hooked it up in Houston. Mello the jeweler. It's an enamel piece and it glows in the dark. And I wanted something that glowed, so it's pretty cool.
So, last time we did the interview, there was so much comments about your answer about the Illuminati question, and what are your thoughts of people's reaction towards it?
I just, I mean, I think it's kind of funny that people just thought that I was just lying, you know, and I'm just sitting here lying to everybody, and you know, where my eyes go determines if I'm lying or not. Like trying to, everybody's in the FBI all of a sudden, you know, everybody in the comment section is an FBI officer. So, look, no, I wasn't lying. My reaction, I wasn't lying. There's really nothing that I can lie about. Like, I don't even know about the Illuminati to lie about it. So, that is my reaction.
So, you were married to SPM, who was locked up in prison. For anybody out there who is in this situation or is thinking about being in a situation like this, do you want to describe to them or give them any advice of what it's like being with somebody who is locked up in prison?
Well, I mean, like, if you're going to be with someone who's incarcerated, then just be prepared to pretty much be incarcerated with them. I mean, that's what it is. Like, you're locked up with them. You got to constantly, you know, keep everything on you, all communication devices on you, your phone on you all the time. You don't want to miss any phone calls. You know, you want to make sure that it's just a lot that goes on inside those walls that the free world that will really never know about. And inside those walls, it's just a whole different life. It literally is a different world. And being in the prison is just no joke, even the visitations and stuff like that, you know. It's not a picnic, you know what I mean? It's not like the fun situation that people probably think it is. It's not fun, but, you know, you do it for love, you know, and if you do it for love, it's like you're just going to have to go through these things. And it's tough because things happen inside that you can't really control from the outside. And if you complain or say something on the outside, then something could happen to them on the inside. And that's like the main thing, which it gets frustrating. But yeah, it takes a lot of a lot of nights crying yourself to sleep, probably, that you got to go through.
You got any upcoming projects?
Yes, I am actually working on my Fuck What They Think Part 3. I believe number 2 had just came out, our first interview. I'm working on Part 3, and I'm also doing an album with Juan Gotti. We're working on our second album together.
Is there any features that we can expect in any of these projects?
Yes, I definitely plan on featuring Be Legit on my next album. I just did a song with him on his new album that came out. Shout out to him. And I definitely plan on working with Do or Die, having them on the album too. From Chicago, you know.
Can you let the fans or the audience know where they can follow you on all your social media platforms?
I am Carolyn, Carolyn Rodriguez on everywhere. Everywhere you look, I'm Carolyn Rodriguez. The only thing that I'm not Carolyn Rodriguez on is Twitter or X now. And I am Medicine Girl on X. But everything else is Carolyn Rodriguez or Carolyn Rodriguez Music on TikTok.